Good morning. This message is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers. If there is an extended, the link for that will be in the box below. And, alright, what do we have coming in for Cancer? Somebody is working with a big group of people. And it's taking a while, but they're doing it with a smile on their face. It just seems that the collective that they have around them it's just working. But there is a truth. Okay, Sylvanus cuts through deception. It's truth, it's clarity, it's lifting off the mask. Somebody may have been trying to hold back something as far as like how they really feel. And there's some kind of force or nature or something like that that comes in and they push their hands down away from their face. It's this one. It's that one, not this one. And there is some kind of new beginning on the table in one way or another. Romeo. I saw the green woman in here. The reason I'm struggling, I'm not struggling. I'm like what's the word? Stuttering, I guess. That's this. They think that everything is going fine and they're living their best life, doing whatever they're doing, living with their collective, tra la 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 la. But then Sylvanus comes along and just rips off whatever, pushes their hands away from their face. It's because they were trying to block out feelings, trying to block out how they really felt about something. And they were like, pay attention to this. And then they do. And when they do that, when the spark gets lit, it makes them like sit down like, ouch, real feelings. It feels like coming out of the friend zone. That's exactly what that feels like. Because she's shocked. This person is supposed to be their friend. That's what they said. That's what they said. But now they're being all in your face about it. I don't really know what I mean by that. But if you can hear the stutter in my vernacular, I don't stutter. Okay, so first of all, this person might stutter, but it feels more like once this shroud of falsity is pushed away from their face and they see this person for who they really are, it's a shock. It's time to I don't know, say the truth, tell the truth, do whatever, slingshot. It's a fairy tale. It's it's unicorns and rainbows and happily ever after. And it's time to set this in motion because there's something about this particular person that gives them everything that they want. They do that. And I guess for a while, we've just been patient. Kind of like a lemming, doing whatever, maybe even being in charge of all the lemmings, and everything is fine. We're doing it with a smile on our face until, what is the thing that comes along and pushes their hands down? Knowledge, a message. And roses. Somebody is, that's the... This one here is suddenly feeling really, really romantic. Like they want to do romantic things with this one. And that doesn't necessarily, they miss them, the cabin. It doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to get down and dirty. I'm saying instead of like rough, crazy, let's do all of our wild fantasies together, it feels like slow, passionate, definitely not friend zone sex, I'll tell you that much. And it shocks this one. It changes the narrative completely. And she doesn't know what to do with her hands. It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast-tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. Yeah, because it is time. You guys may have been having some kind of argument, or it just hasn't been working out, or you feeling like just a friend, or feeling like a lack of support or something like that since the winter time, or like the last 9 to 12 months. You've been handcuffed to this situation that it was difficult when it was supposed to be a fairy tale. And so that's kind of what this is. It feels like this is your chance to make it different. It does feel like that. Like they do this slow lovemaking and all of that. Sword and scales. Hear me out. The 10. We can do this thing together. Togetherness. And somebody's like, I don't really know, because there's a lot of restrictions here. That's my point. Look at they were like, no. Their hands are in front of their face, like, I'm not changing anything. I was born in this hole, I'll die in this hole. Like, the way that it is the way that it is. And this one was like, well, whatever. And it's an external force. It could be a friend. They could have like curly hair. What is this? This is someone who's bold. It's a union of opposites. They're like, what are you doing? That's the sweetest person on the planet. They could be an air sign. You have to change the narrative if you miss them so much. You have to be the water carrier, because the way you're doing it now is toxic. And so I think that's where the romance comes in. Tell me about how that goes down. The romantic, where's my sexual magic? Tell me how the romantic evening goes down. They just have their hands all over you. First of all, somebody could be rubbing oil or like a salve or something like that on someone else, massage. You guys are just going back and forth, touching each other, just in a nice way. They might bury their head on you, in you, if you know what I mean. They are all over this feminine. They might tickle you too, but it's like this is an emperor. And whatever they're doing, she's being tossed around like a rag doll. Which might not be something that they typically do. I mean, clearly these two people have hooked up before, but typically it might just be like, okay, your turn, okay, my turn. Like you guys talk to each other during sex or whatever. But this time they are just all over this feminine. This masculine also desires something additional from this feminine, but I don't really know what it is. And I think he's tried to offer it to her before and she wasn't having it. She has a raven. She knows better. If you want that from me, it has to be 4 of Wands. That you can have whatever you want when I get 4 of Wands. That's not unreasonable. But that makes him uncomfortable, and I think she means it. And so, you know, looks like a planner here. There's something about if I want my life to go a certain way, then I need to be with this one. And it looks like a friend is telling them that. And it doesn't have to be... Tell me how the coming out of the friend zone moment looks like. Judgment. 9 of Pentacles. You might see them somewhere and you're with a kid. This masculine is intended to have some kind of influence on a young boy. But they get really like, that's my point. They get really like, they can't keep their hands off you, yeah, but it's just surprising, I guess, because they're acting different, because they're not acting like a friend, they're acting like a lover. Okay. So I want to see what they do here, because this is a huge change. They're starting to give the support that you were looking for, and it's making you nervous. Okay. And 9 of Cups. I mean, they really want to know what you want out of life. It feels like, what can I do for you? Like, how could I be of service? How could I be a part of what you have going on? And she's like, are you serious? I'm like, dead serious. 3 of Cups. Well, and that's what she says. I want 4 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Get used to sleeping next to this person. That's what she wants, is for them to be in the bed every night. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And the Empress. Now you have the Emperor and the Empress. These two are saying okay to each other. It's like this Empress has been there all along, and this masculine had her in the friend zone. Alright, so let's go see what they do. The link for the extended is going to be in the box below to take you to Vimeo, or you can join the membership side of this channel. And until next time, bye.